I'm Bob Swartz, and I've devoted the last 43 years to helping Kansans reach their retirement goals and to protect the family farm. At Bob Swartz Financial, we believe everyone should be able to live the retirement they've always dreamed of. Our team of professionals can help you create an efficient strategy using a variety of investment vehicles to help you address your financial needs and your concerns. Bob Swartz Financial values commitment and transparency.
This segment brought to you by Santa Fe Trail Meats in Overbrook. Let us help feed your family.
Welcome back. Now let's see what Kyle and Duane are up to on Plain Talk.
Hi, this is Kyle Bauer with Plain Talk. Talk with the guy that always says opportunities multiply if you seize them, Duane Toews.
I thought you were going to say they only knock once.
Oh, no, they knock every day.
They knock every day.
Every day.
It's a different opportunity that's knocking.
Not the same opportunity, but if you missed the last one, grab the next one.
Grab a hold, take a stand, take a chance.
Even if it didn't work out, it'll probably work out.
Your fact or fiction question of the day, Kyle Bauer. 4 different civilizations invented handwriting independently. Fact or fiction?
You know, it just amazes me how all the languages around the world, I mean, everybody
There's
developed
a lot of different ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of them. Even within countries today, there will be dozens. 4 completely separate and apart wrote hand. Yeah, I'll go with true.
That's what it says.
I'll bet there was at least that many.
Egyptians, Sumerians, Chinese, and Mayans.
I was going to go Chinese and Egyptians, but I couldn't get the others, the Mayans. So, of course, most everyone knows how come all of them did is because we had ancient aliens that told them how to do things.
Told them how to do it.
Yeah.
The Mayans, though, they had that calendar that was bad.
It wasn't bad.
It just
they
ran
just
out.
got tired of writing, and they said, that's far enough.
We don't need to go any further.
Somebody decided, the calendar ran out, so it must be the end of the world. And they're going, no, our hand just got tired of writing.
That old boy died.
Nobody ever got back to
He never
writing.
trained anybody up behind him to be writing out the calendar.
Well, and besides that, the Mayans at this point, they're not near as picky as they used to be.
Well, they're somewhat insignificant at this point.
Don't tell the Mayans that.
Well, you don't hear a lot about them.
Well, that's just it. They don't have a good PR person. But
didn't hire the right PR firm.
Okay, well, you're of German ancestry.
Yes.
Well, don't you think there's probably people around the world, if not just in Mexico and Central America, that are Mayan ancestry?
I assume that.
So if you're listening to the show right now, Duane Toews is the one.
I'm not sure the Mayans, did they not go...
Go what? Extinct?
Yeah. Was it the Incas or the Mayans?
I don't think they went extinct. Their
I thought that was
culture
part
did.
of history.
Their culture did.
You think somebody snuck out and lived on in another culture?
I don't think they annihilated, exterminated every one of them. I think that they probably were a conquered people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody else took over, and we didn't Mayan anymore. We conquistadored.
Well, exactly. Or, we just became a Mexican or a, what's the next, Guatemalan or whatever. So, I don't know. I just don't think that, I don't think they were
Maybe our super fact check guy will flash that up there as to whether there are any Mayan descendants.
Guy, by the way, make sure you get it right as to who thinks they're still Mayans.
I don't know.
And I think they're still Aztecs, too. By the way, that's one of the things that I didn't get to do when we went to southern Mexico a few years ago, is I wanted to go see the pyramids.
The ruins?
The ruins, if you will. And, okay, now, since there isn't ancient aliens right there, how come there's pyramids in Egypt, and they have a written language, and there's pyramids in Central America, and they had a written language, and then we have that big old wall in China, and they had a written language. Coincidence? I don't think so.
Thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Jamie Bloom, and I hope you enjoyed today's show. See you next week on Farm Factor.
Closed captioning brought to you by Ag Promo Source. Together we grow. Learn more at agpromosource.com. Watch Ag AM in Kansas online at agaminkansas.com.